Hello, this is movie review number 1161. This is Your Monster. Your Monster is a 2024 movie that is directed by Caroline Windy. Caroline Windy. Lindy. This is from Political Entertainment, Merman Films, and Bombo Sports And Entertainment. I saw this movie on October 26, 2024 at Cinemark Dayton South 16 in SD in West Carrollton, Ohio. So Your Monster is a little bit like a modern Beauty and the Beast story. After her wife falls apart, soft-spoken actress Laura Franco finds her voice again when she meets a terrifying yet weirdly charming monster that is living in her closet in her house. At first, Laura isn't really sure what to think of this monster, but then the two of them start to get along, and eventually they fall in love. This is a romantic comedy horror film about falling in love with your inner rage. So, Laura Franco is portrayed by Melissa Barbera in the movie, who I believe was also in Scream 5 and 6. Laura is having a cancer diagnosis, and her boyfriend just left her while she was still sick, and so she is pretty upset about this breakup, and she's trying to move on with her life. But then she discovers that there is a terrifying but really charming monster that is living in her closet in her house. At first, she is terrified of this monster, but then she and this monster are starting to get along, and before you know it, they are starting to fall in love. So it's kind of like the modern Beauty and the Beast story, except that it is a modern setting, and this monster is he does some of it does resemble the Beast from Beauty and the Beast, but you can see more of his human face. He's not like an actual beast, unlike the Beast in Beauty and the Beast, but the monster does resemble a little bit of the Beast, but he's more human. And let's just say that this monster is finding out about War Franco's wife, along with the people that she is trying to spend time with, like her best friend, and the part that Laura is interested in a new musical. The problem is, this musical, she was supposed to be playing a character that was written by her ex boyfriend. But the role gets to be but someone else gets the role. But Laura is still in the play. She gets to audition for a part in the play, and she gets to be in the play. But let's just say that her issues that she has with her ex-boyfriend and a little bit of the jealousy of not getting the role that she wanted or she was promised to get this role. She gets a little aggravated at some points in the film, and the monster tries to help her. But let's just say the monster might take things a little too far. This is where the horror part of the film comes into play. Because when the monster sees the roar is upset, let's just say that he takes matters into his own hands. And let's just say, not at first, but Laura might see this rage that is inside of her for so long, and she finally discovers her rage at some point in the film that can definitely change everything. Rather than spoiling what happens, of course, how it ended was definitely shocking. So I'm just gonna say the movie Your Monster does not end the same way that the Beauty and the Beast tale ends. Of course, no one else besides no one in this movie was like we is like turned into some character or like a teacup or a candle. None of that happens in your monster. But let's just say that something happens at the end of your monster that definitely resembles the horror part. And I like how Laura Franco she becomes very sad at the beginning of the film to becoming a little more terrifying, but more being able to not hide from herself, not trying, and she's able to cope with these issues now that she had with her ex boyfriend. She's trying to move on from these issues, and the monster is helping her. But I wouldn't say all the helpfulness that the monster gives her is helpful, regarding good helpful. Some of it might not be as present. But I really like how Laura and the monster eventually fall in love because Laura sees kindness and love in the monster, even though he can be a little terrifying. And this happens after the monster comforts her about what happened at one point in the movie. But like I said, watch out for the ending. It's definitely intense a little bit. But yeah, I thought it was a pretty good movie. So that's my movie review of Your Monster. Please tune in for next movie review. Alright, goodbye.